You catch them and we show them. Lots of great pictures coming in this week from Tennessee fishermen. So let's cast a line out now to Davis Nolan for today's Fishing Funtacular.
You've been sending some fantastic pictures for my Fishing Funtacular, so let's take a look at today's photos. Well, does young Luke Stevens look happy catching his first fish ever at Vibrant Creek Boat Ramp on Percy Priest Lake? Got a nice bluegill or a shell cracker there. Look at the smile on his face. And this is young Hudson Buttry, a nice big bluegill caught in a pond, it looks like, in McEwen, Tennessee. Looks like he was using a bobber there. That's a nice fish you got there, Hudson. And young Stark fishing with his dad there. They were at his Gigi and Papa Jay's farm in Dixon. He's got a big bluegill or maybe a shell cracker there as well. And Porter and Carson, they like to fish on the ponds up in Hendersonville. Porter on the left's got a nice bluegill, and it looks like Carson's got a nice largemouth bass he pulled in there off the pond. And Danny Settles is holding up a nice hybrid, 9 pounds, he says. And Mike Owens was helping out with the net. You see him in the background. Looks like they were having a great time at Elm Hill Marina. And Mark Apple, he was at a friend's pond in Wilson County. I tell you what, Mark, you got to go back to that friend's pond again. That's a big largemouth he pulled out of there. Could be definitely 5 pounds or bigger. And Sammy Johnson, he called this a big old ugly drum. He got it at the Salt Lick Campground up in Jackson County between Granville and the Gainesboro area along the Cumberland River. And this is Tom Sutherland on Memorial Day weekend. Nothing like sitting there in the easy chair, fishing from the bank, pulling in some bluegill or maybe some shell crackers there on Woods Reservoir. And Gavin DeFanny, little saltwater fishing now. He's got a huge striped marlin he was fishing with his grandfather. I believe that's him on the left. They were in the Sea of Cortez in Mexico. And more saltwater fishing closer to my old stomping grounds. In the background, holding up the red snapper, Jamie Jones, fishing with Jason Anding and his brother Mark Jones down in Venice, Louisiana. Looks like in the foreground on the table, they got some Vermilion snapper there as well. They're all some really good eating. And remember, email your pictures to pics, P-I-X, at WKNR.com. Put the word fish in the subject box. Makes it easier for me to find. And remember to tell us where they were fishing and who is in the picture. I always like to tell you that the late, great Jimmy Holt would say at the end of his broadcast some good advice. Don't forget to wear your life jacket. Happy fishing. I'm Davis Nolan.